Hey YouTube, this is Imperial Acer bringing you another episode of Star Wars Unlimited Unknown. Today I got a fresh box here of Star Wars Unlimited. Don't mind all the other glamorous cards, but just wanted to do a sharing of a rip for those and those online. So let's get to it. Star Wars Unlimited fresh box. Let's see what we got today. See if we could score a showcase. Like I said, guys, I'm a big fan of Star Wars, along with other great cards such as Pokemon and those collections. I mean, TCG did a great job overall. So we're gonna do a rip for you guys out there in internet land. I think I'm streaming on to like 2 different channels right now. Typically what I typically do a show of my rip, so those who want to purchase the cards that I rip, they can do so on my various channels. What's not, I have a showing of some of the cards I've ripped. Also have cards. I have a shop on eBay. That's Impeco, IMPECO, or you can try to look for Imperial Acer. But I do have a showing there of Star Wars Unlimited cards. And let's get to ripping. Hopefully you guys can see that from where you're at. Try to position the camera in such a way where you can see the cards. All right, so we got a Chewbacca, Command Center. I'm just gonna read off the popular cards if I got any. Let's see here. Takedown, no good for me. Ooh, Chopper's good. You guys like Chopper. So the thing about Chopper, this is while you control another Spectre unit. This unit gains a raid 1 on attack. Discard a card from the defending player's deck, and if it's an event, it's also a resource and that player controls. That's always a special one. It's one of my favorites. Not a lot of people use it. A lot of people like to use the droid and androids and stuff like that, but Chopper's my jam. So for this pack, we got a restored Arc 170. It's great for healing and whatnot, healing properties. So I'll put that off to the side. So that is great if you have a blue deck and you like to heal and control. It's a good control card. A lot of people that play Magic the Gathering have a really knack for this game. It really brings them back home. I got a hyperspace foil, not a foil, but hyperspace. That is good. Everyone loves the First Legion. Good fighter. Yeah. All right, that's it for that. Oh, and You're My Only Hope. All right, go to foil out of that one. Oh, and we got a Luke Skywalker, guys. Luke Skywalker is about a $40 to $50 card. It goes up and down. Depends on the mood of everyone. Let's rip these faster. I wish I could like rip 2 of them at the same time. I probably need more hands, right? I need one hand to grasp. Let's see, region. We got a King, generous. Nothing. We got a laser technician, foil. I had no choice. This just costs too much, Costs way too much. Let's see here. We got a Saw Gerrera. He's pretty good. If you want to stop, it says as an additional cost for each opponent to play an event, they must deal 2 damage to their base. So that's a pretty good card. In my book, I think that's a good card. And then we got the Gamora Guards. It's just a foil. Gamora Guards, okay, but it's a 4/4 all around. I mean, it's not a bad choice. We got the Swamp for those that that like maybe I'm holding it up too high, but for those that like the new blue control, Swamp is good, and that's a hyper right there. Green Squadron. Let's see, any crazy cards. No Vaders, but we got a Colonel Yularen, which is pretty good. This is when you play a green unit, you heal 1 damage from your base. That's great. So if you're playing a heavy on a green deck, that's a good card to have on your side. Let's see if we find any crazy cards. We got, I mean, it is a hyper space foil hollow. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Nothing special. Not a holiday dollar, but that might be like $10. You know, but hey, that's $10. And Trench is a very good card, believe it or not. A lot of people really like this card, so I usually keep it as a card that people want in high commodity. So Force Lightning, that's also a good one. Yeah, Force Lightning is good. I mean, the Resilience, these cards, believe it or not, are really good. They really put a good tank. So, but there's so many of them, so the value is not as good. Obi-Wan. Very popular card amongst the deck if you guys have not collected an Echo Base Defender. So Cassian, Dispatcher, Force Surrender. It's not good. That's hyper. Search Your Feelings. That's pretty good. Try to categorize them in such a way where I have a pile that all foiled and have a pile that people want, people may not want. Chelson. This guy, Lieutenant Chelson, people typically like him, so I put him in the. Ooh, guys, look at that! Hyperspace Dark Vader. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is, and we got a command, a green command. I'm telling you, this card, green, it's going to be off the chain. Yeah, so these two, I'm going to keep those two off to the side because I know those are high dollar, high commodity items. The Dark Vader is like 100 easy. I'm telling you guys, if you have not got into Star Wars Unlimited, highly recommend you jump on the bandwagon before it's too late. Because they're going to take off like the Mad Hatter. It is the game. There's no stopping it. No stopping it. Boop Karuk, he's pretty good. I mean, he looks at the opponent's cards and gets rid of something you don't like. Ooh, Tarkentown. Tarkentown's good too. Red. If you're done playing a red heavy deck, you know, people need that. People need the love. People need the love. Ripping. Force Choke is good. Force Choke is something that people always need. Glomorian Guards, not so much. And I think there was a K2SO back there, very good. If you're running a red deck, that is a necessity. You need that. You need that one. Okay. Count Dooku, he's alright. I prefer a Mace Windu if I can, but and Balsic, he's pretty good. Balsics are pretty good. Alright. Yoda. And then energy conversion labs basically let you play a card that costs 6 or less out and gives you ambush for it. Killer card. If you're running a green, highly recommend, and Smoke and Cinders. I think Smoke and Cinders is pretty good. It gets rid of, but if you're a burner deck, if you like to mill cards, this is a good card. But not a lot of people play it. Probably because they don't have another card to synergize with it, and they don't have something to replenish. But Tac Pod foil. Tac Pod's good, but it's not the best. Not like what it used to be. Not what it used to be. When you get closer to that bottom, and there is typically no showcase in those. I have like, let's say 8 more. If you don't get showcased like the top, I call it, if you don't get showcased like in the top 4 decks, typically I don't have high hopes. Don't have. Admiral Piet is pretty good and gives ambush. Non-leader costs 6 for very good card. Low cost card, you synergize that with a higher cost. Regional Commander, you basically a card that you don't like to have on the field, whether it's a Vader or whatnot, have this card survive and it will stop whatever card. And Chomper, one of my favorites, foil. That is awesome. Alright. Hyperspace foil. Hyperspace. Freedom Fighters. Fighters for Freedom, very good card. Basically, Saboteur, when you play another red card, you may deal 1 damage to a base, and that's the whole point of the game, right? So, very good card. Very practical. Devotion's pretty good. If you're running a blue deck, or, if you're out of spec, it only costs 4 to run that. It's very good. It gives you a restore 2. Akbar is pretty good. You have a lot of people on the battlefield, you can do a lot of damage to a lot of people. And then you can bouncer, basically the Cantina bouncer. You can return a person over and over again to another player's hand until they get frustrated and want to quit the game and sell all their cards to the lowest bidder, right? Man, can't never play your card. That's what the bouncer does, right? It prevents you from playing the cards you want to play. Wolfie's pretty good, stops you from healing. Not a lot of people play him though. I like him, but not a lot of people play him. I like him. And Open Fire. A lot of people like Open Fire. Let's see, it's always good to take a break from the monotony of things. Lightsaber, Fallen Lightsaber is really good. A lot of people use that. And Outmaneuver is really good too. Down to 4 more packs. We'll call it a day. Chewie. Chewie's great. He's an obstacle. Hard to take care of. Smoke and Cinders. And General Teach. Just gives experience. Pretty good. That's the thing. It's like you can only give so much experience. Because you keep giving experience, you really don't. Yeah, you can take a few hits, but you're not really causing damage. It's keep giving experience, and you hope that unit isn't waylaid or kicked back into your hand, then the bottom run is pretty good. If you have enough of them, bounty hunter crew is pretty good. If you know how to use it. General, is that Donovan? He's pretty good too. Probably said it was wrong. He is a good guy. He gives rebels +1. Who doesn't like getting more experience because of his expertise as a general? Alright, guys. Yeah, I don't think we'll get a showcase today. True strike. No showcase today. But that's fine. That is fine, guys. Take the punches as they come. Or maybe some other day, right? Some other day. Get a showcase. We got a Vader, so there's a hyperspace. It's like $110 value, more. That's it. We got a Chimera and an open fire. Alright guys, thank you for viewing. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Have a good day. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.